Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Josh, and if you're new to my channel, I make videos about how to make your money go the furthest. So if you're interested in those types of videos, feel free to stick around, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the ride. All right, so in this video, we're going to be breaking down whether having a credit card with an annual fee is worth it. Now, you'll hear two different sides on this topic. You'll hear the person that says, oh, annual fees are the absolute worst, they're the devil, stay away from them. Don't ever have a credit card with an annual fee. Then you'll hear another side that says that annual fees are definitely worth it. You get all these perks, you get backroom airline access, you get a better cash back, and just a whole lot more benefits in general. Now, I'm the type of person that likes to see the gray area in these types of things. For some people, having a credit card that has an annual fee may be worth it, and for another person, having a credit card with an annual fee is not really worth it at all. Alright, so you probably did not click on this video to find out whether having a credit card with an annual fee would be worth it for me. So let's figure out if having a credit card with an annual fee would be worth it for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down two different credit cards from two different companies and break down whether having the annual fee in those scenarios would be worth it. So we're going to be breaking down two different credit cards from Chase and two different credit cards from American Express. Now, the first one we're going to jump into are the two credit cards by Chase, the first of which being the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card and the second being the Chase Freedom Unlimited Card. So the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card does have a $95 annual fee, which is not waived on the first year. They used to waive that the first year, now they are no longer doing that. The Chase Freedom Unlimited Card does not have an annual fee. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, you earn 2x points on travel and dining, whereas the Chase Unlimited Freedom Card, you'll just be earning 1.5% cash back, which if you think in points, that's pretty much like 1.5 times points on all purchases. Now, if you're using your Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, if you're not in that dining or travel category, you'll just be earning 1x points or 1% if you like to think of it like that on all other categories, which really isn't that good, so I wouldn't recommend it using this card unless you're going to be using it for travel or dining. The big difference between these two cards happens to be the spend bonus. Now, with the Chase Freedom Unlimited Card, if you spend at least $500 in the first 3 months, you'll be earning a $200 spend bonus. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, you'll be earning 60,000 points if you spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months of opening your card. And those 60,000 points are equivalent to $600 in cash rewards. And if you redeem your travel through the Chase Ultimate Rewards platform, that'll be worth 1.25x that amount. So it'll really be around $750 in travel, which is really good for a spend bonus. So that means if you're booking your flight or booking your hotel through the Chase Ultimate Rewards platform, you'll have $750 to spend if you meet that $4,000 in the first 3 months, which is much better than just having that $200 reward in the Chase Freedom Unlimited Card. Okay, so you probably see the differences in the spend bonus, and obviously the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card definitely destroys the Chase Freedom Unlimited Card. I mean, it's a whole lot more in rewards that you're getting. However, in the next years is really when you begin to see the decline in value in the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, since you're not receiving any type of spend bonus in your second year, and then you start receiving those annual fees of $95 every year. It really adds up. So you're really gonna have to be spending a lot on travel and dining in that 2x points rewards category to really see a difference there. Alright, and so I mentioned with the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, there is that $95 annual fee that'll be hitting year after year. So in order to at least break even with that in future years, you'll have to be spending at least $3,800, and here's why. So you get 2x points, or you can look at it as 2% on all your purchases, and then you also be having that 1.25x bonus if you redeem those through the Chase travel platform. So if you multiply 3,800 by 2, you end up with 7,600. You multiply another 1.25x, that comes out to 9,500, or $95 in rewards. And then, like I said, you have that $95 annual fee, so you'll subtract the 95 from that and you come up with 0. So in your second year, if you only spend $3,800 or less, you're not coming out ahead at all. Whereas if you're spending that $3,800 on your Chase Freedom Unlimited Card, you'd be earning 1.5% cash back from that $3,800. Yes, you won't have that 1.25x spend bonus in the Chase travel category on their platform, but you'll still be coming out ahead just because you won't be paying any type of annual fee. So really, if you're not spending that much on travel and dining each year, this card really isn't worth it after the first year with that annual fee coming into effect. Now, it is possible to have that annual fee waived if you simply call them and ask if they can waive it. And usually these credit card companies will waive the first annual fee or the second annual fee if you do call in. However, after that, it gets a little bit more iffy. And of course, none of this is guaranteed. They may not even waive your first or second year. It's just from my own personal experience that they end up usually waiving the first year or two. So that is definitely a possibility, and I would at least give it a shot, because $95 back in your pocket is basically the same thing as saving $95. All right, so in my opinion, unless you're spending at least $24,000 to $36,000 or even more, I would not end up using this card past the first year. So you really have two options here. One is if you do spend a lot of money, you can keep the card, or if you don't spend that much money, you can also keep the card, but you're probably going to be losing money or not making as much money as you could with another credit card. Your second option would be to simply just close the account after the first year, or once those annual fees can no longer be waived. A lot of credit card companies will go ahead and waive the fee as long as you cancel the card within 30 to 60 days after that annual fee hits. So I would keep that in mind. However, I'm not saying to go open an account and then close it 1 year later, because that may or may not have an impact on your credit score. I'm not a credit specialist, so I can't really give out any credit advice. This video is solely for entertainment purposes only, but I'm just saying that is an option if you do want to have that incredible spin bonus with the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, but then you don't want to use it after that because you don't spend that much on travel and dining to really make this credit card worth it. There is that option of just simply closing your account once those annual fees do begin to kick in that second year, and you're not really getting as good of returns as you could possibly be with another credit card that does not have an annual fee. All right, so now we're going to jump into another example with the American Express credit cards. So in the second example, we are going to be comparing the Blue Cash Everyday American Express card versus the Blue Cash Preferred Card. Now, the Blue Cash Everyday American Express card has no annual fee, whereas the Blue Cash Preferred Card does have a $95 annual fee. Now, the main difference between these two credit cards is that the Blue Cash Preferred Card that has the annual fee, they earn 6% back on supermarkets up to $6,000 per year. So keep that in mind. It is only up to $6,000 per year. Once you get up past that, $6,000.01, you'll only be earning 1% back on those supermarkets. You'll also be earning 6% back on streaming services. So that would be like Hulu, Sling TV, Netflix, stuff like that. 3% back on transit and gas. So you're thinking like trains, taxis, Uber, Lyft, tolls, parking, buses, things like that. All other purchases, of course, this will just be 1%. But like I said, the main thing we're going to be focusing on here are supermarkets. And I think that's really where you're getting the best bang for your buck. With the Blue Cash Everyday American Express card, you're only earning 3% back on supermarkets. So as you can see, you're earning 3% back more with the Blue Cash Preferred Card, which really adds up over time. Of course, with the Blue Cash Everyday American Express card, you'll also be earning back 2% on gas stations and US department stores, and it'll be 1% back on all other purchases. All right, and as far as spin bonuses goes, the Blue Cash Preferred Card doesn't have nearly as generous of a spin bonus as you saw in the previous example with the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. With the Blue Cash Preferred Card, you'll just be earning $300 if you spend at least $1,000 in the first 3 months, which wouldn't be too difficult to achieve. With the Blue Cash Everyday American Express card, you'll be earning $200 back if you spend at least $1,000 in the first 3 months. So you're only getting $100 less without having the annual fee, so that's not a bad card either. All right, so like I said, the grocery stores is really where I think you're getting the best kickback here, and where I think having the annual fee could be worth it for the majority of people. $6,000 per year in groceries really isn't that much, especially if you have a family of 4 or 5. I would say most people that have families of that amount are going to be spending at least around $6,000 per year, which would only be around $500 per month. Now keep in mind, if you shop at stores like Walmart, I know they're not categorized as, I guess, grocery as far as American Express goes. However, I do know that Aldi accepts American Express, and they are considered in the grocery category, at least for now. Other than that, you're looking at stores like Whole Foods, Publix, those typical grocery stores, but Walmart does not consider that. So if you do all of your grocery shopping at Walmart, just know that it is not categorized as grocery, and you'll only be earning 1% back, not the 6% back. Okay, so let's just jump into this example here. And if you're spending $6,000 in groceries with the Blue Cash Preferred Card, you'll be earning $360 in cash back throughout the year. And you get that figure by multiplying $6,000 by 6%. So then you take that $360, you subtract $95 for your annual fee, and you end up with a $265 net cash back just in the grocery category alone. Of course, you may have streaming services as well on top of that, but we won't make this too difficult. We're just going to keep it simple and go with only the grocery category. All right, now, and if you max out your Blue Cash Everyday American Express card at the grocery store at 3%, we're going to be taking $6,000, multiplying that by 3%, that comes out to $180. There is no annual fee with the Blue Cash Everyday American Express card, so you end up with a net spending bonus of $180, which happens to be less than the net spending bonus at the Blue Cash Preferred Card of $265. So in this example, if you spend, if you can max that out every single year, you'll end up with more with the Blue Cash Preferred Card. Just make sure that where you're shopping for your groceries happens to be one that is first accepted by American Express and second is in that grocery category. Okay, so let's jump into another example. Let's say that you're a little bit more frugal on groceries. Maybe you're a single person or you just don't spend that much in groceries in general. Let's say that you spend around $200 a month in groceries. That would come out to $2,400 over a year. With the preferred card, 6% of $2,400 would come out to $144. We're going to go ahead and subtract the annual fee of $95 from that amount, and it comes out to a $49 net spending bonus. If you happen to spend the same amount, $200 a month or $2,400 a year with the Blue Cash Everyday card, we're going to take that amount, multiply it by 3%, and we come out to a $72 net spending bonus. So as you can see, in that scenario, if you're a little bit more frugal on groceries, you'd be better off just having the card that does not have an annual fee. If you happen to have a bigger family or you just spend a little bit more in groceries per year or per month, whatever, you're going to be better off just paying that annual fee and you'll come out ahead. I mean, even though you look at your card and you say, why am I paying to have a credit card? I shouldn't ever have an annual fee. You have to really look at the numbers here, break it down, find out where you're going to be breaking even, find out where you're getting more out of it, and make the most intelligent decision from there. That's why I don't specifically like telling people that something is the best or something is the worst. You have to look in your own scenario. How are your own spending habits? Do you spend a lot in groceries? Do you spend a lot in gas? And if so, would having an annual fee to those categories but making a little bit more in cash back makes sense. But all in all, in this example, if you or your family spend at least $300 a month on groceries or streaming services, you'd be better off going with the Blue Cash Preferred Card and even just paying that $95 annual fee because you'd be coming out ahead in this scenario. If you spend less than that amount, I would just avoid the annual fee, get the Blue Cash Everyday card, and you're just better off not having to worry about that annual fee on a yearly basis. So as you can see, there are some scenarios that would work out for certain people on paying an annual fee and getting a better cashback bonus. Other times it may not be worth it. That's why I don't like saying that everything is good or everything is bad. You have to really break down the scenario, break down your numbers, figure out where you're spending, how much you're spending, and if having an annual fee would be worth it for you. I could say that I had the Blue Cash Preferred Card and it's the best thing because I'm getting 6% back on groceries and I'm coming out so far ahead. And then I end up having someone who doesn't really spend that much on groceries get the credit card, pay an annual fee, and end up coming out behind, whereas if they could have just got the Blue Cash Everyday card, earned the 3% back, but did not have to pay that $95 annual fee, they may have got a bigger spend bonus throughout the year as far as a net spending bonus. Well, that about wraps up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this one and you would like to see more tips on how to make your money go the furthest in the future, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment if you did enjoy it, which credit cards do you have that have an annual fee and if they're worth it to you. And until next time, I'll see you guys.